zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
They talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Well, nobody leaked. Big play. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The throw on second down is Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got four down. Slow. Say. Z. Let's go.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Z.
To throw again is Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, at first I thought that might have been a bobbled snap, but as it developed, it wasn't. They designed that fake, probably wishing they would have kicked it.
Certainly that was not a bobble because we've seen that before, haven't we? You know, they either have a code word, right? Usually a fire. And oftentimes that means move outside, right? They try and find open space and the holder rolls out. He tried to go up the middle. That was designed with blocking, and they had no place to go.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill rolling to his right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Z.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, But on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And able to connect with Barrios. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now Taylor on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Will Tye, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are in for 6. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
3 down. Hey,
now Tannehill. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Receiver. Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking. Go.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Taylor hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Taylor now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. This one complete to Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Tannehill. And now he'll tuck it and run. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Taylor will throw, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
4 down, 4 down. Check. Check, go get him.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. It's caught by Coleman, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Taylor. On the left side, a catch by White. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And he'll check this one down in the corner. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. The return man is Grant. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Tannehill on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Slow.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On second down, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Bills have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Chip left.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. A big play here for Buffalo. 61 yards that time on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Will Tye, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a third down. To throw is Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Tannehill now to throw. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Throw.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Section 19, row 36. You have just won 19-8
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Z. I got tripped this up. Slow. We got three.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Gets past one man. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now it's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Tannehill. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. On first down, it's Tannehill. It's caught. Stills, right side. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Double tight. 3 down.
To the air again, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaq Lawson able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Tight end's right. You got 3.
Now Tannehill. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs.
4 down.
Now we'll see if they want to use him here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down.
And they will take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.